Hey, what's up, guys? It's been a while. I've changed strategies. I'm actually profitable now. And so today I will be talking about my strategy and why I closed all my positions today. Pretty much is like the stock goes up to the side, up to the side, up to the side. And so, it looks like a staircase, right? It kind of went to the side for a while here. And then as soon as it broke this trend line right here, that you can see the blue one, I got in as soon as it broke out on the higher time frame. Look at where it went. I mean, I was up like 35% on this, which is crazy. um, yeah, that was a really good trade, but you see I took profit like right here, and then I completely got out right here, and it's still going. Let's see, like from here to here, 70% move. Like, that's crazy. My goal right now is 1% to 1.5% per day, which is like a really good, profit ratio. Right now, I'm up 5% on the month. It's pretty slow, but I'm also just starting out, so I'm not really too worried about it. Um, so let's talk about the positions I had today and why I got out of them. So the first one that I've been holding for a while is ARK. So here you see it goes up. Here you see it follows a strategy. Goes up, sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, up, and then it goes sideways for a while. And then as soon as it breaks this blue trend line, I hop in. And I was expecting this to be a slow mover, and it was. I mean, obviously it didn't really gain much, 10%. I mean, that's still a pretty good gain, but it's not like IONQ, which was up 70% on the breakout. So I got in and I closed today. I was in it for about a week. I closed today all because of hiring rates. Powell speech, hiring rates. So pretty much he talked about how hiring rates have dropped significantly, which pretty much means more unemployment, which is never good for the economy. So if we look at the overall market, you can see where it dropped. Right here, this area right here, and that's where most of my stocks started going down. So I exited all my positions like around right here, because high unemployment rates are never good for the market. It might start going into like either a short recession, or it might turn into a longer recession, or it might just eat the dip and just keep going, because we are at the peak right now. And so if you look at ARK today, it was going up, and then big red day. You could see exactly where that news dropped. So again, I got out about halfway. Everything faked out today. I was in SMR. This had a crazy day on Friday. Right, so it was up like 20% on Friday. Yesterday was kind of a slow day, just kind of consolidated, and then today the news dropped, and it plummeted. You can actually see I was up 1.5%, so my daily goal, and then the hiring rates dropped, where Powell was talking about it, and then it immediately went down. So I stopped myself out of all the positions. Okay, so another stock I was looking at today was Halliburton. Dropped a lot. It was up like 10%, went down to like 5, so it dropped like half of its move. Daily chart looked amazing. I hopped in when it was up at like 2%, so I had a super tight stop loss, because stop loss was at low of day. That's what it always should be. Made about an 8% return. The two stocks that made me the most money were IONQ and SMR. Technically I'm up 500, because these two trades I took, I didn't even mean to take them. It was just options trades. So like 10% in the last 2 weeks, which is really good. My goal is 20%, 20 to 30% every month. So I'm happy with that. Tomorrow, definitely going to be looking at some more. Going to be a little bit more careful. Only going to be taking A quality setups, Like for example, Ford had a really good setup, but got out. XEL has a really good setup. It went up 15%. So it went up 15%, and then it went sideways. So as soon as it breaks this blue line, I'm gonna hop in. BSY kind of faked out twice in a row, but I'm guessing this one is due to the news that came out. So as soon as it breaks this line, I'll hop in. Unless it breaks this low right here, then I won't be hopping in. So it's gonna come into a tighter range here. So broke out, went sideways, up. Then it went down a little bit, but now it's coming into a tighter range. So hopefully it'll go back up. Let's look at ETR. ETR actually broke out today. ETR actually broke out today. It's not on high volume though, which is weird. So it might go back down tomorrow. MCHP has a really good setup. It's coming to a tighter range. HAL, I already talked about. DCI, amazing setup. UPST, also a really good setup. On the weekly, looks amazing. By the way, the higher the time frame setup, the higher the chance it's going to break out. So if it has a setup on the weekly, most likely it'll break out, because if we look at IO and Q, it had an amazing setup on the weekly. We see right here, crazy setup on the weekly, crazy breakout 3 weeks in a row. But yeah, that wraps it up for today. I'll also have a video at the end of the week with all my trades in it, just so you guys know, and then my watch list for next week. I showed you guys my watch list for tomorrow and for the rest of the week. I'm definitely going to be looking at some for tonight as well. But yeah, that's the strategy I use, and how I'm up around 10% in the last 2 weeks as a beginner trader.